Hello and welcome to part 2 of Gone Home. This is the game where you rock out to Van Gogh style paintings and you swing paintbrushes around. Yeah, heavy metal painting. Yeah. 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 Right. That's enough of that. That side. Okay. So in part 1 we discovered that our little sister may well be a lesbian, that she possibly run away from home, that she has feelings for this girl called Lonnie, and that she really likes going to concerts. She went to her first concert with this girl. That she missed her opportunity to say something really, really nice to the girl that she maybe likes. We raided some people's bedrooms, we opened some drawers, we rummaged through people's clothing, and now I'm in a dark room, which is just at the end of the hallway. Turn on the lights. Open the cabinet. That's nice. It's cool. More lamps. Heavens to Betsy. Calculated for Sam. Nothing can stop me. So, okay, so these are all the songs that are on that thing, but I'm not going to sit there and listen to every song because that would be a little bit on the weird side. Sewing table. That's cool. Nice little animation going on there. Put that in there. Stuff I need to learn. It's in the box. What's in the box? Let's go a little bit more of a rummage around the house. So I think Sam's up there personally. Find a key. I don't really want to set off fire alarms. So, question is there a key? Is there a key to get into Sam's attic space? Good, if I can get up there. Right, I imagine that's probably where I'll end up eventually. It's probably where the game's going. Nail polish. A memory board. Right, let's go downstairs. I haven't actually really looked around downstairs yet. I'm going to run around upstairs. I don't know why my first instinct was to go upstairs. Oh, that's very dark. Let's find some lights. Oh, I've been to Paris! Hi Mum and Dad, I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including the petite, and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favourite sister. Possibly my only sister. So that'll be what's her face DeSoto.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds.
Turn that off. making creepy noises. Back to reading stuff in this drawer. Let's have a wander around in this room. Ooh, another cassette. Girl Scout. Yeah! Throw books around! I can't think of the then. Any stuff to throw. Yeah! Okay, as I said, this show is all about rocking out to tapes in a creepy old house. Excellent to save, yeah. That's a picture of Kennedy. Let's read this. Sorry, Hellman, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything, but but my editor and HIF aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your cast letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature. And writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write how it sounds, and then get paid. Do it for free. I've included some issues on the mag to use as samples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell him your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. Do it. The Heaven at the End of the World, Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2, Story of the Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there, and then she heard a cannon fire. Boom. It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." Yeah. What? Okay. The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck. Not sure which is better, made out or came out. Ship, he yelled to Captain Allegra, "You never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father be a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. You'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see your father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got out of the way. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. Cool. Wow, that is like the worst book you buy for your child. Like a book on how to make friends.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Street Fighter. That's what cool kids do. We hope you're excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School, as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes, so that you can get right into the swing of things. Study folder, a lined notebook, at least 6 pens, 1 box of coloured pencils, study combination lock, nutrition lunch, and a positive attitude. Off we go.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
A false back in the drawer! 1972. I wrote on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. The news reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. You're always welcome on your... Okay. I wish I wouldn't like do all the text in that sort of fashion, because it makes it really hard to read. Cover that page. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, stars twinkling as if he were laying on the grass. In his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass at the space station, Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home. The future needed him. John Russell crossed the gap in time. Only messages had passed before, but now, I'm man. Okay, so futuristic writings. Turn the lamp on. With a combination lock. Anything? Nope. Examine the form. Return screen bad. Wiring house is technologically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into the structure over the last 100 years. The system is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on the floorboards and door frames disrupt circuits. I hate hearing sounds behind me. I play too many horror games. Working system can be highly destructive to the walls. Okay, so house is old. Bishop Grey. It's like 50 shades of grey. Platonic solids. The best type of solids. Oh, what? Okay, so her dad is utterly obsessed. Oh! No. This is what we were actually out to find. We're not really interested in our missing little sister. We're interested in boobs. Magazine for gentlemen. Because on this channel we are all gentlemen. True stories. I was a teenage drag queen. May 95. Oh, those heady days of May 95. slowest fan in the world. Where to next? This way. Come put piece of paper. Hey there. Are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and right back. Hi Tommy, yes I'm Samantha, and yes I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask someone if you don't mind. Do you mind? Yeah, no, I don't mind, but what did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Wow, asshole. It's very pamphletty. Coupons! Sweet coupons. Where can I spend these motherfuckers? Please tell Mum and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. My sister is a burglar! Ooh. Hi Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive, it's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet up in the parking lot after. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there, I'm going to kick your butt. You are butt. You are butt. This is an insult. Get ready.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice. So that would be when she first met the girl that she seems to like, have feelings for. Okay, so the first line I actually read of this paper was I am produced in the testicles. Just like to get that one out there. Below are two stories, the events are all out of order. Get a sheet lined paper, write Protective System worksheet number 6 at the top, and choose one of the two stories, A or B, and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. The menstrual cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since lining the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. I'm going to read this entire sheet, so skip ahead if you don't like it. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus, another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. The ovum starts to develop. I am produced in the testicles. I go from vas deferens to the urethra to the life of a sperm cell. I go through the cervix and the uterus and into the fallopian tubes in search of an egg cell. I develop for 2 to 3 months in the epididymis. When the penis becomes erect, I leave the epididymis and travel up into the body through the vas deferens. As I pass the prostate gland, the seminal vesicle, without me, an egg cell couldn't begin the amazing process of reproduction. The urethra carries me along with 200 million other sperm out of the penis in a process called ejaculation. If I can find the ovum before the other sperm do, I will be the winner. Part of a fertilized egg. Reproductive System Worksheet 2, the menstrual cycle, a novella. A novella? Oh wow! The early morning of September 1st, 1939, Essa Glatt stares out of the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wilen in Poland. As travel rumbles through and sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. As her train approaches its destination, her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. Oh god. As Esther steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then there, her dear Boris. Still as baker's smock, he must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum, starts to travel through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out toward her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes look and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelopes him almost instantly. The assault on German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown were killed. The rest, including Essa and for a time Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for a pregnancy. See me. So, I would give that an A star. If that were my child, then they would get all of the grades, all of the time. That was insanely weird, but at the same time, fantastic. I would give it a 10 out of 10, would slam. And so with that creepy ovum fanfic, let's end the episode here, and then we can return next time for another episode of Gone Home. Thank you for watching so far, and I will hopefully see you next time.